My ex left me for the love of her life, but still expects me to pay her debts. Hello, everyone. I never thought I'd be the type of person to write something like this, but I feel the need to vent and share my experience. I feel betrayed, confused, but ultimately vindicated. Maybe this story will help someone else spot the red flags sooner than I did. I'm Liam. I'm 29 years old, and I own a fast food restaurant. It's not a luxury Michelin star spot, but it's mine. I built it from the ground up, starting as a line cook, saving every penny, and working insane hours. Today, the place is successful, known in the area, and allows me to live comfortably. I own my car and a modest but cozy house. I've never been flashy. I'm just a guy who values hard work and discipline.
I met Sophie, 25 at the time, when business was just starting to pick up. She came into the restaurant on a busy Friday afternoon. I was helping out on the register, and she ordered with a shy smile that immediately caught my attention. We chatted, she was impressed that I owned the place, and we started dating shortly after. In the beginning, it was perfect, the honeymoon phase. Sophie was affectionate and attentive, but as we got serious, her mask started to slip. She was incredibly jealous and insecure. If I spoke to a female customer, she'd get angry. If someone commented on my social media, she interrogated me. I mistook her jealousy for passion, thinking she just cared too much. I was blinded by love, planning a future and a family with her, thinking we could overcome her insecurities.
A few months ago, Sophie changed. She became distant, cold, and tired. When I asked what was wrong, she dismissed me. Then came the red flag I couldn't ignore. While she was in the bathroom, her phone lit up on the table. A message from an unsaved number popped up. "See you tomorrow. I can't stop thinking about you." My stomach dropped. The next morning, I did something I'm not proud of. I followed her. She said she was visiting a friend, but instead, she went to a cafe. A few minutes later, a man walked in. I recognized him from stories she told me. It was Brad, her ex-boyfriend. They hugged and talked with the intimacy of a couple. I didn't make a scene. I just watched, heartbroken, and left. When she came home that night, I confronted her. She denied it at first, but eventually crumbled. She confessed she had been seeing him and dropped the bomb. Brad is the true love of my life. I never stopped loving him. She claimed I was a safe harbor, a replacement while she got over him. It destroyed me. I realized I was just a placeholder.
I broke up with her immediately. But here is context you need. Throughout our 3-year relationship, I paid for everything: vacations, utilities, and her debts. Specifically, she had a car loan that she couldn't afford, so I had been making the monthly payments as a gesture of support. Weeks after the breakup, she called me. She spoke casually, as if nothing had happened. "Hey, Liam, I'm calling because I got a notice that the car payment hasn't been made. You need to pay it soon to avoid interest." I actually laughed. "Are you joking?" "No," she said. "You always pay it." "Listen to me, Sophie. We are done. You left me for the love of your life. The car is in your name. Figure it out." I hung up.
She didn't stop. She texted constantly, telling me to be a man and honor my commitment. Then, things got absurd. Brad called me. "Is this Liam?" he asked, his voice dripping with arrogance. "Who is this?" "I'm Brad, Sophie's partner. Look, I don't want trouble, but you need to keep supporting her. She gave you 3 years of her youth. The least you can do is pay her rent and the car note for a year. You have money, it's nothing to you." I saw red. Let me get this straight. You, a grown man living with his parents who has never held a steady job, are demanding I support your girlfriend? If you're the love of her life, you pay for her car. You're a parasite. I hung up and blocked them. Sophie then sent voice notes crying admitting that Brad would leave her if she didn't bring in money because he couldn't support them. I responded with the meme of Mr. Krabs playing the world's smallest violin and said, "Good luck with your true love and your debts." They didn't take rejection well. Brad sent threats, saying my restaurant would suffer consequences. I didn't take this lightly. I went to a lawyer, filed a report for extortion and harassment, and hired private security for the restaurant. A few nights later, at 2 a.m., my phone rang. It was the night watchman at my restaurant. "Mr. Liam, we just caught a guy trying to spray paint the entire front of the building. Police are on the way." It was Brad. He had tried to vandalize my business with spray paint, but was caught red-handed by the guard. He tried to run, but didn't get far. When the police arrested him, he was screaming, "If he won't pay, I'll ruin him."
Because I had already filed a police report regarding the extortion threats, Brad's vandalism attempt was the final nail in the coffin. He was charged with attempted damages, threats, and extortion. He was sentenced to jail time, short term, but enough to ruin his record. Sophie tried to reach out through mutual friends, begging me to drop the charges because Brad acted out of desperation and she would go down with him. I ignored it. I deleted her final pleading text without replying.
Today, my restaurant is doing better than ever. The community actually rallied around me after hearing the story. I learned a hard lesson. Generosity without boundaries is self-destruction. I am currently enjoying my peace, my single life, and my money. Sophie and Brad are drowning in the reality they created. Advice to anyone reading: true love doesn't ask you to sacrifice your dignity or pay the debts of someone who betrays you. If you build something with sweat and tears, defend it, and never, ever pay for the ex's car.
Thanks for reading my story. If you enjoyed this roller coaster and want to hear more real-life dramas and justice stories, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I want to hear from you. Have you ever dealt with a toxic ex or someone who tried to take advantage of your generosity after a breakup? Let me know your experience in the comments below. I'll be reading them.